family, get off of here. Get off of here. If I go to church, would you get off of here?
With your gang, pop your shit, face on pretty, that's they thick, beef with who she got the right one. All these bad bitch, they got the like none. Pretty on thick, I got the type one. Big one, take it, I got the right one. These bad bitch, you like is my son.
Okay, so this is about the time where I moved to Vegas and almost got trafficked.
Oh, hell no!
At least I thought that's what was gonna happen. This is a few years ago, and I was debating if I even wanted to tell this story, because I know like some people who don't know me from back then, like they're gonna be like, why are you telling this story, like what the freak? But this is my life, this is my experiences, and I'm gonna tell it. And if you don't want to watch it, please click off. Okay, so this all started with this guy. We're gonna name him, I don't know if you guys listen to battle rap, but you guys know Hitman's brother, Show Out. He reminded me of Show Out, so we're gonna call him Show Out. I met this guy named Show Out on POF. If you guys don't know what that is, like a dating app or whatever. I don't know. I had no business being on that a few years ago when I was on it. But I was on it. I think I met him when I was 17. So I started talking to him, and he was really cool, really sweet. He would pull up and he would give me free tree. And yeah, it was a vibe. So one day he was like, my people having a cookout, you should come to my house. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we go on this long old drive. Mind you, this is when I still lived in Ohio. So we go on this long old drive. I'm like, dang, bro, you live out in the boondocks or something. Like, I don't know why I say that. I don't even know what that means. But I'm assuming it means like out the way. So I'm like, you live out in the boondocks or whatever. So we pull up to his house. It is this nice old house. It's like a mini mansion. I'm like, wait, this is where you live? He's like, oh yeah, I live here. This is my uncle and them's house or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. So I go inside. It's nice. It's freaking there. His family is nice. The food smells good. But when we get in the kitchen, they serving like goat meat, and I don't get down like that. I didn't eat nothing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't eat nothing. I don't eat African food. I don't want to eat. Hold on. I just feel like what I just said. I'm not saying Africans just eat goat, but I'm saying like they have more African dishes. They weren't African. They have more so African dishes or whatever. Vibe or whatever. We go downstairs in the basement to chill. They have a nice big old movie theater in the basement. So we're downstairs, we're watching a movie, we're just talking, we're just chilling. That day happened. That was like a few days after we had first met. So me and him, we kept talking for like a few months, on and off, kinda. I got a text. Oh no. We kept talking and stuff. Now that I think about it, I don't think we ever went on like an official date. I think back then I wasn't really too much asking for dates. But now you can't get next to me and think we about to just go chill at the house on our first date. Nah. I got some standards now, some morals. Everything's good. We were talking off and on for a little bit, and it kind of just faded away low-key because I was 17. I was still doing whatever I wanted. I feel like that's when I just got the little taste of my freedom, because like that's a whole nother story. But like I wasn't living at home most of the time. I was like wherever I wanted to be. A few months go by, like my 18th birthday go past. It was in December. I got a story for that night too, because that night was weird people. What's I finna say? We're now in 2020. This is January 2020, and I'm like, man, I had seen like these videos on social media of dancers and how much money they were making. At this time, I wasn't going to school anymore. You know, I was just like, I was really lost at this time. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was so lost. And I'm like, I want to make some money or whatever. And I was telling him about it. And he was like, I know this girl, we used to talk or whatever. She's in Vegas and she's a dancer and she makes bang. I'm like, okay. Well, I was like, yeah, let's put that together. He gives me her information. I follow her on Snapchat. I'm looking at her snaps and stuff. She's posting hundreds, 50s. She's like, oh yeah, money. At this time, I was like, okay, yeah, I want to get me my own apartment. I want to get X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Fast money is the way to do it. She texted me, she like, or I texted her. I don't know who texted each other first. I think it was me. And I was just like, hey, I got your number from Show Out, and he told me that you were making money up there by dancing. I want to come do it. I'm 18. Like, girl, help me out. She's like, she was quick to respond. Like, she was quick. She's like, oh yeah, girl. Me and my man are out here. I dance. I make hundreds, like, not hundreds, thousands. That's what she said. She's like, I make thousands a night. It's really easy money, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm trying to come down. She's like, okay, let me talk to my man. He's going to buy your flight out here. I was like, yeah. I was 18, barely staying at home, like house to house, sleep in my car sometimes, like fly me out to Vegas and I'm about to make some money. Okay. She was like, he gonna pay for your ticket. I'm like, okay. Yeah, get back to me, girl, as soon as you can. So I'm telling my friends, I'm telling my homegirls, like, oh yeah, I'm about to go out to Vegas. I'm about to go be a dancer. Like, I told them, because like, those are my girls. So I told them, like, oh, I'm about to go be a dancer. I'm about to make all this money. We up. My best friend, and I'm not gonna lie, we used to call her, like, oh, she's the mama. She's the mom of the group. And my other friends, they used to be irritated with her, always trying to argue with her, like, oh, stop telling us what to do. And she was like, girl, where you know them from? Like, she's asking all the important questions. My other friends are just worried about how much money I'm gonna be making and where I'm gonna be at. So I'm just like, it's okay. I met her through Show Out, blah, blah, blah. I think she has seen Show Out one time, maybe. I was like, oh, I met her through Show Out. She seems really cool, girl. Like, it's legit. I seen it. All I seen was a few $100s. No telling how she got that money. So she finally gets back to me. She's like, okay, girl, we're gonna book your flight or whatever. Pack your bags. You're coming out to Vegas. We about to get this money. I'm like, all right, we about to get this money. I packed my bags. I tell my mom, literally, I told my mom, I think like the last day, I was like, I'm about to go out to Vegas. She's like, where are you going? Who do you know in Vegas? Y'all, I'm 18. She has never taken me to Vegas before. Who do I know in Vegas? I'm like, oh, I met this girl out there. You know, she said I can stay with her for a little bit. I'm going to go out there and work, you know, get on my feet. I didn't tell my mom I was going out there to be a dancer because I was not trying to hear her mouth. She was telling me be careful, whatever. You know, she was very scared for me. But, you know, I was 18. I was like, you can't tell me what to do. So I go to the airport, whatever. I'm so happy the day of. I'm about to get my flight. Like, I'm going to Vegas. Y'all can't tell me nothing. So I go and I check my bags and whatever. And I brought me a big duffel. I packed all the cute clothes I could find. I even stole a few pieces of my mom's outfit. I even stole a few articles of my mom's clothes because I was like, yes, I have to be out here looking good. Like, I'm going to a new state. Like, I thought I was so grown. I kept there and they're like, oh, ma'am, your bag, you don't have a paid bag. Like, there's no bag for you. I'm like, what? I get a text from the girl. I'm like, they said I don't have a bag. Like, I can't bring my clothes on. Like, what am I gonna do? And she's like, oh, just leave it. He's gonna buy you new clothes. I'm like, what? Just leave it. This is my stuff, you know? She's like, yeah, just leave it. He's gonna buy you some new clothes. So I left my entire duffel bag. A duffel bag full of clothes and who knows what else I had in there. I can't remember. And I left it. Shit. Y'all, he gonna buy me some new clothes. He gonna buy me some new clothes. Okay. All right. I get on the flight, you know, and mind y'all, this is my first time ever flying. I used to be so afraid of flights, whatever. When we started learning about 9/11 in school, I vowed I was never stepping foot on a plane. Like, y'all was not finna do that to me. I was adamant about that. I got on this plane for this Vegas trip. So I get to Vegas and he meets me at the airport. And mind you, in my head, this is her boyfriend. Okay. So he meets me at the airport. He's like, I'm sorry about your clothes or whatever. Let's go to the mall. We can get you some new clothes. I'm like, back in there. So I was happy. I was so happy, y'all. Y'all have to think as an 18-year-old girl. My mom was so strict. Like, I was not allowed to do too much growing up. That's probably why I always was being sneaky and I was always getting my behind whipped. But I wasn't allowed to do too much growing up. So imagine 18 in a new state, free trip or whatever, and he's about to pay for your clothes. Whole new wardrobe set. Like, yeah, okay, all right, let's go. So we go to the mall and we go to Forever 21. I'm happy. Y'all know like how Forever 21 is. Like, a lot of their clothes, like at the time, I think they had like a lot of biker shorts and like crop tops or whatever. And at that time I really hadn't developed my style. Like I had like a wig and stuff. If I find a picture, I'm gonna insert a picture from when I first got to Las Vegas. And not too much, y'all, please, not too much. I hadn't developed my style yet, so I really didn't know what I liked and what I didn't like. So I was just in there picking up biker shorts. I got me some thongs. He took me to Victoria's Secret too. Not thongs, I did get thongs though, but I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, he took me to Victoria's Secret too. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. I got a few things out Forever 21, slight, whatever. Okay, so he's just talking to me. He's like, yeah, are you excited? I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm ready to make this money. I'm ready to start dancing. What do I gotta do? He's like, I think at the time, like in Vegas, you have to have like a card to dance or whatever. He's like, well, you gotta apply to get this stuff. How old are you again? I'm like, I'm 18. He's like, oh, you a little young. I should have known this was a red flag because then you booked my ticket. How do you not know my age? I think you gotta be like 21. I'm like, well, she said she's doing it and you know, she's fine. She's like, oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I think she's over 21 though, but I don't know. I'm gonna talk to her. So I'm like, okay. So we go to the, I want to say house, but it wasn't even a house. Like y'all know, like on Las Vegas strips, and they have like they're like the hotels, but they're like an apartment. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to look it up. We have it in Arizona too, but like, and you pay weekly or whatever, like a budget in. I don't know. So we go there or whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so we go there. I see the girl for the first time. She's like, hey girl, you're so pretty, blah, blah, blah. Mind y'all, I had on this messed up wig, like stiff old wig. I'm like, oh, thank you. And then like at that time, I probably was a little thicker and voluptuous or whatever. So that was going for me. But yeah. So it was like 2 bedrooms in there. So it was the front room when you first walked in, and then there was like a back room. She's like, oh, you can put your stuff in that room. That's gonna be your room. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. At this point, I'm thinking like everything is going so well. Like I have my own bedroom. Mind y'all, I have my own room at home with my own queen size bed. Like this is a cute little place. Like I'm so excited. So she's like, yeah, we need to do something, whatever. We need to go out and do something. I don't know. I'm like, what do you guys want to do? She was like 23 and he was like 30 something. 18, 23, 30 something. 18, 23, 30 something. Y'all know how big it is. There's not much to do for an 18-year-old. I'm like, where can we go? What can we do? Well, he was like, well, we got some liquor up in that cabinet. Y'all can start drinking here. We can smoke here, and then we can go out to the strip. So we do just that. We pour up some shots. They had blunts going around in a circle. Mind y'all, I just started smoking when I was 17. I thought this was the funnest stuff ever. Like, y'all just got jars and jars and jars and jars of tree that we can smoke for free. I thought I was having a ball. Y'all. They started rolling up or whatever. Well, she was rolling up or whatever. They're like, you know how to roll? Like, no, I don't know how to roll. I did low-key know how to roll a little bit, not too much, but I was just throwing those shots back. And at this time too, I want to say I blacked out a lot at this time. Like if I had too much to drink, I was going to black out and forget. And at this time, I was a little unhealed. So, you don't know what you're going to get. I just started drinking. They're like, all right, baby girl. So they're like, you ready to go? So, cause we you know, we did what we had to do. So I'm like, yeah. So we get outside, we get an Uber or whatever. We go to the strip or whatever. They're trying to walk around, go to the casinos and stuff. I'm like, I can't get in the casino. Mind y'all, as they're walking, like, I'm like, okay, I'm back, y'all. My SD card ran out of a little memory. So I'm like staggering around. Cause I'm lit. So they're like, are you okay? Come on. So we're gonna call the girl Crazy and we're gonna call him P. So they're like, you okay? So she's walking with me, whatever. They're taking me all around the strip. Mind you, I can't do anything because I'm 18 years old. We're out there for a little bit. It was chill. We went back to the house for that night. Next morning rolls around and everything's good. She's like, okay, get up, get dressed. He's about to come take us to the grocery store so we can get some food for the house and whatever else you may need. I'm like, okay, period. So we go to the grocery store, all 3 of us, and we had a basket full of stuff. I think I actually have a video still. I might post it. It actually looked weird. Like, we looked at like a poly couple. I also have a story about that. So we're really just like looking at stuff. I think we went and rode. Did we ride the roller coaster that day? No, I think that was the next day or whatever. We go back to the house. You know, we get food or whatever. And I noticed he stayed with us for a little bit, but then he ended up leaving and he never came back that night. So I thought about that, but I was like, I don't know. And that's so crazy, y'all. I really went to Las Vegas at 18 broke as a joke. Like, I think I had literally no money to my name. No, that's a lie. I think my mom gave me like a few dollars when I went out there, like, just so I can have some type of money, but like, it was like literally a few dollars. Excuse me, y'all. Who did that? Shut up! All jokes aside, what is wrong with me? Shut up. Okay, so yeah. So we go back to the house or whatever. She starts rolling up. He's there too. We're just chilling. All of a sudden, he pulls out a medication bottle. I'm like, what is that? He didn't take one. He gave it to Crazy and she took it. I'm like, I'm wondering what is that? And he's like, you want one? I'm like, what is that? He was like, it's just something that make you stay up. It just it give you energy. I say no because no, I don't know nothing about that. No. So he was like, are you sure? Are you sure? You might need it. We about to go out tonight because I think we were planning to go and do something that night or whatever. I say, I guess. Yo, I took it. I took it. I know. It didn't make me feel no type of way though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't make me feel nothing. I started drinking, she's rolling up, we start smoking, listening to music, and I start getting dressed. Mind y'all, I'm thinking I look so good. I looked a hot mess. Just pulling these little rinky-dinky Fashion Nova clothes, and we go on our way or whatever. So we go out, you know, I'm seeing a lot of people, meeting a lot of people. He's like low-key acting like he don't want me talking to nobody. And I was confused because I'm like, yo girl, right here. Is you cop blocking? What you want? Oh, this guy come up to me or whatever. We're on the strip or whatever. And he's like, hey, you look beautiful. Can I get your number? Mind y'all, I'm so mad because I looked good in the face, but I was raggedy. Like the wig was raggedy. I think I was walking around wearing a headband over like the lace line because raggedy. He's like, oh, you look good or whatever. Can I get your information? He's like, we ain't on that. I look at him. I feel like a kid. I feel like that's my daddy talking for me. Like, He's like, we ain't on that. Let's go. That don't make money. So I was confused by like his reaction or whatever. Like, I was like high-key confused. So I think that night we had went to, what do you call that place like in Vegas where it's like that long, it's like outside. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So we did that night. Go back to the house. Okay, cool. I guess they had a conversation because after he leaves for the second night in the row, instead of staying with his girlfriend, she's like, oh yeah, he was just talking to me. He was like, you shouldn't be worried about talking to any guys because you're out here to make money. You should be focused on getting money. We don't have time for anything else. I'm like, what do you mean? What does he mean? I'm like, I can make money and still have a relationship or whatever. She's like, yeah, but he's just not down for that and he doesn't want that. And he feel like if you want to do that, then you can just go home and he's not on that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, mind you, because when we were at the place, after he said it, like he was trying to be sweet talking, nice talking me, like, yeah, that guy, he ain't on shit, he ain't worth your time, blah, blah, blah. Like, he sweet talking to me, like, he wasn't being, like, so rude or, like, But, yeah, she come home and she told me that, so I'm like, okay. Noted. And that night she asked me if I wanted to sleep in her bed. In my bedroom, I didn't have a TV or anything, and the way that the place was set up, we had like a TV right here, but it was like also a window that looked into the bedroom from the TV area. So all she had to do was turn the TV around from the living room and it goes into her bedroom. So she's like, you can sleep in my bed if you want to like watch TV or anything like that. I know you probably don't want to sleep in there. This is new for you, blah, blah. So I'm like, yes, thank you. Yes, I do want to sleep with you, yes. So I lay with her in the bed, you know, we're just watching cartoons, smoking a blunt. And yeah, that was our night. Next morning rolls around. She's like, so are you ready to start working or whatever? I'm like, yeah. So what do I do? And she's like, well, we have to try to get you a license because you can't dance without it. I'm like, okay. So she gets on her phone. She's like acting like she's like looking something up or she's doing something on her phone. She finally is like, oh, you're only 18. You can't get a license, a dancing license out here. And I'm like, the whole point of me coming out here was to dance and make this money so I can get my Benz and my high-rise apartment. What do you mean? Like, oh yeah, you have to be, I think it was like 21. Don't quote me at the time. You have to be 21. I'm like, so what am I gonna do? She's like, well, you can just get a job around here for now and just work and we can figure something out in the long run. I'm like, if I wanted to work fast food, I would have stayed back in Ohio. Like, what do you mean? She's like, well, there's retail, you know, free clothes, blah, 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 blah. Girl. So I'm like, okay. So, you know, I'm talking to my friends and my family from home. I'm on the phone telling my friends, like, yes, y'all, I done been dancing. Yes, I done made all this money. Yes, yes, I'm lying. Yeah, he brought me all these new clothes, y'all. He is tricking, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. So we're back to doing the same thing we were doing the day before. She's rolling up again. We start smoking again. So he's like, hey, he was talking to me. He came in, he was like, hey, I know she told you about the dance license things, but it's okay. It's okay, don't worry about it. You're gonna get some money out here, I promise you. You didn't waste your time coming out here for nothing. I didn't waste my money because he brought my ticket. He's like, I didn't waste my money, blah, blah, blah. He hands me a cell phone. So I already had a phone, but he hands me an Android. He's like, the phone is on, the bills are paid, this time I'll reach you. I'm like, okay, hey, 2 phones, okay. I'm like, well, I think I want to get out the house. I want to go do something. He was like, well, you can walk down to the strip or you can find something to do. And then he gave me a few dollars. So I'm like, okay, yeah, keep this coming. So I take the money and the strip was really down the street. Like, it was probably like a 10-minute walk to get on the full strip, but it was right there. So I leave and I take the money and I go for a cute little walk. I met me some guys out there, and since he wasn't there, I was talking to him. The fuck? I give him the number that he gave me to the phone that he gave me because I think I had my other phone, but was it really on or was I Wi-Fi-ing it out? Probably Wi-Fi-ing it out. That's probably why he got me the Android that was turned on. I get down there. I forgot what I did down there by myself. What did I do? I think I got some food or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I got some food, but I was down there for like a few hours. So I finally start walking back or whatever. And by the time I'm walking back, it's low-key dark outside, but whatever. So I get back to the room and I have a key. So I unlock the door and there's nobody in the living room. There's nobody in the bedroom. But I hear stuff coming from out of my room. Like, I hear noise coming from out of my room. I'm listening. I just hear the bed, like the bed moving. I'm like, what the freak is going on? So I'm not about to go in there and open the door. So I just sit in the living room and I just get on my phone. A few minutes go by. I want to say like 10 minutes or so go by. And she come walking out the bedroom crazy. And behind her is a white man walking out the bedroom. I'm like, oh. First of all, I'm confused because why? I was also disgusted low-key too because does that mean before I came here it was stuff going on in that bed? Did y'all wash those sheets before I got here? But no. I'm like confused. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? You got me in. He leaves or whatever. He says hi to me. I say hi, I'm not rude. And he leaves. So I think she goes to the bathroom. She washes up really quickly. Like, I don't know if she washed her punani, but she was in there in and out. And she came out and she's like, I'm so sorry I was in your room. I was like, what's going on? She's like, okay, so I gotta tell you something. So you know my boyfriend? Well, he's not my boyfriend. He's actually my pimp, but he's my boyfriend's too. I'm like, whoa. So this is a story she told me, like the gist of it. They were dating and I guess they were on hard times and he told her, sell what your mama gave you. And she did it. She was like, oh yeah, we were dating for a long time. Just takes care of me and blah, 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 blah. Like, but I guess she was like, after she started doing it so much, she was like, he started treating her like trash, ignoring her, cheating, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, so you're not a dancer? She's like, I do dance sometimes, but I don't make as much money I make dancing as I do doing this. So I'm like, oh, and you give him all your money? And she's like, yeah, but he dishes it back out. You see, he took you on a shopping spree. You see, he takes us out. We got weed. We got everything we need. I'm like, yeah. She gives me this whole conversation. We sat there and we talked for like 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of stuff she was saying, it's like I felt bad, but then she also sounded crazy. At this point in time, the guy, we're texting, like he's texting the phone and stuff now. Just like little stuff, like not nothing like that, but like he started telling me stuff about crazy, like, oh yeah, be careful about what you listen to coming out her mouth. She a little ditzy or whatever. Like he was just talking about her. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We're not gonna do that. I just ignore it. I was out there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks is all it took to show me I don't need to be out there. So I think the next day we went to like in Vegas, like on the strip too. It's like this tall building and I think it's like glass underneath. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I have so many memories and stuff. I just don't even remember a name. So we go there or whatever. We're just having an outing or whatever. And he's like, crazy guy go handle something. She about to go. We gonna meet her back over here. I'm like, what she gotta do? So mind y'all, we in front of like the hotels and stuff that's on the strip, the nice fancy ones where the rich people stay. He's saying that, I'm like, oh, okay. She about to go get it on. Goes inside, it's just me and him. We're walking, we're talking, you know, he's buying me things or whatever, like little stuff like food, drinks. He's talking, as he's talking to me, I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah, crazy told me like you guys were dating and stuff like that. He was like, I am not her boyfriend. He's like, I am not that girl's boyfriend. I'm like, oh, that's what she told me. And I don't know if I was being messy going back and saying it, but I thought this was the truth. So I'm like, why would she be mad if I told her boyfriend that that's her boyfriend, you know? So he's like, I'm not her boyfriend. She just be saying ish, like she crazy, da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, that's why I told you, like, don't, he was like, take everything she say with a grain of salt or whatever. Like, don't listen to her too much because she not right. He was like, you see that scar on her head? Like, cause she had like a little cut on her forehead. It's like, you see that stuff on her? She did that shit to herself. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, she did that because I wasn't answering the phone or whatever. I'm like, We're just walking and talking and like, I'm just really listening and getting all the information I can out of him because like, it felt like the whole time he was like low-key dogging her. I'm just thinking in my head like, you better respect her because I'm not finna take her place, so don't talk to me about it. You better talk to her. Finally calls us back, like whatever, like, oh, I'm done. It was like 40 minutes later or so. So we go back and get her, whatever. She hands the money over to him. We go about our business. We go back to the house. We start drinking and smoking. And I know, like, it's horrible. Like, I thought I was living. I wasn't doing nothing but killing myself. The next day, it was so weird. Me and her, we were just chilling in the house. I don't think we had anything going on that day. I was on the couch on my phone. She came and sat down next to me and she was like talking to me a little bit and she was also on her phone. She gets up for a second and I think she went to the bathroom. I look at her phone. I see it's a picture of me and then I see a dollar sign that says 5,000. 5,000 what? 5,000 for who? Looking at her phone and I can't really see everything because in order for me to read everything I would have to start strolling on her phone. So I'm just looking and she comes back out. I'm like, what is this? I didn't say it like that. I was just like, what is this? Like, I was like confused. And she's like, oh, it was this guy. Like, it was one of my guys. I talked to him or whatever. And he really wanted to do 2 girls. Okay, if you're my family, get off of here. Get off of here. If I go to church, would you get off of here? This is my life, y'all. This is my experience. Like, this is what I went through. I gotta share it the only way I know how, truthfully. He said he wanted, you know, like 2 girls or whatever. And like, I told him I knew somebody and he wanted me to send a picture. So I sent him your picture and he was willing to pay $5,000. I'm thinking in my head, like, ain't no way he want to pay $5,000 to do that to both of us. I should have known right here that you never planned for me to work retail. You always had this in mind. Like, what? It looked like you selling me. It looked like you're trying to auction me off. I'm like, oh, I don't think I want to do that. No. I'm like, no, I don't think I want to do that. That wasn't in my game plan. No. She's like, okay, I'll just tell him no. I'll just tell him never mind. I'll see what he says or whatever. So that was the end of that, but I was still really weirded out from that. So that day, I don't think we did nothing much but sit in the house. Next day, it was super weird. She was already up. We had slept in the bed together again. She was already up and she was in the bathroom. I think she's like blowing up P's phone because I just kept hearing the dial tone go on and on and on. So I go in the living room and I'm sitting down on my phone. She comes out the bathroom and she walks in the bedroom. So say this is me right here sitting on the couch. The bedroom is you guys directly in front of me. So like I can see into the bedroom. Also we have the TV thing so you can see and hear very good into the bedroom right there. All of a sudden the door bursts open. It's P. He is mad. He comes in the house storming in. He's like, bitch. He comes in. He comes in and he goes, I don't know why I'm smiling. This was not funny. He comes in the room, the place, and he goes straight into the room. He grabs her, he slams the door, but mind y'all, the TV is still right there. So like, they can't close that, so it's always loud. So I hear all this banging and stuff. She's like, oh no. He's like just saying stuff, like he's just saying stuff like, all of a sudden, the bedroom door bursts back open, and I see him grab her from her hair. He's holding her from her hair, pulling her around all the way to the bathroom. Slams the door again. I don't know what happened in there, but I'm guessing more crazy stuff. He comes out or whatever after everything happened. He comes out, slams the door. She's still in there. I hear like a little crying and stuff like that, but not too much. And he's mad. Like, he's mad. I guess his hands is like, because he's like holding his hands or whatever. He's like, come on, we about to go. I don't want to go with you, sir. I don't want to go with you. I don't want to go with you. So I'm like, oh, okay. Where we going? Like, I'm stuttering like that. I'm like, where we going? He's like, we just about to go handle some stuff. I'm going to take you to this other room. I don't want you over here with her right now. She tripping. I'm like, okay. So as I go into the bedroom, I grab some of my stuff and I'm coming back out. As I'm coming back out to the living room, I see her coming out of the bathroom. She's like crying a little bit. She's all red and stuff. She goes in the bedroom. She slams the door. So I go with him and I go get in the car. He takes me like a few blocks over. He's like, man, I'm sorry you had to see that. But she just did some crazy-ish. I'm like, oh, okay. My drum in my head, I'm already thinking when I came into the apartment that night and I seen her with that man, I'm already thinking I'm ready to go home. But mind y'all, I didn't pay for anything to come out here, so I have to be really smart about this and, you know, be cool. Mind y'all, I don't really know these people from a can of paint, so I just didn't want to, you know. And then crazy, she was also giving me vibes that like she was a little jealous, and I feel like she was maybe a little jealous because she could see that he was treating me a little nicer than her. And that was so weird to me. Like, this girl been here longer than I have. I get here and you're like, he was treating her weird, low-key. Like, I don't know. So we go 2 blocks over to another apartment. I mean, not apartment. Another like hotel, motel, whatever. But it's like one of the ones that you pay weekly. And it looks like no, this was a regular one. Yeah, this was like a low-key regular one. It didn't have a kitchen and stuff in this one. So we go there. He's like, yeah, you can just stay here, whatever. I'm gonna make her cool off, whatever. I don't know what he did that night. what he did after that, but So like, yeah, he got me some food or whatever. I'm just chilling in the room. I'm on the phone with my friend. He leaves. He's gone for like an hour or so. He comes back. He's like, here, I brought you some more stuff or whatever. He had brought me, I think, like, what he bring? I don't know what he bring. But he brought something else back. And he was just talking to me. He was like, oh yeah, you know, you can make some real money. I know you can't be dancing, but have you ever seen the stuff online? I'm like, you mean? He's like, no, you don't have to like make videos with nobody. You just make them by yourself, like in this room or whatever, and you just do it online or live. I'm like, no, no. It's one thing to go into a club and be a dancer, but to be online where people can find you and look back on that, that is crazy. That's crazy. No. So I'm like, okay, I'll think about it, because mind y'all, I'm saying no right now. I was saying no back then too. Like, I was like hesitant, but like I'm scared also. I'm 18, this 30-year-old man, I just seen him do this girl in. I don't want to get on his bad side. I don't want that. He's like, we'll talk about that another time or whatever. And he's just sitting there talking to me over. We're just chit-chatting. So we were just talking and stuff. I had ended up getting in the shower and I was just getting ready for bed. He ended up leaving for the night, and that was that. I wake up in the morning and I get this long paragraph from her. Like, oh, I can't believe this. I'm so sorry you had to see that. At first she was like being like apologetic to me. And then she started saying like, it feels like he just turned you against me. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, this is weird, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, no, mommy, I don't want him. Mommy, no. So, okay. So I'm like, no, like, girl, it's not that. I think I only stayed in that room for like literally one night. So I don't know what he did after he left there. I don't know if he went back to the other place. I only had that room for like a night, and I think the next day he came and got me or whatever. We had ran around, did some things, and then he took me back to the place where she was. So I'm just like, girl, you okay? He comes in, he stays there for like a few minutes. He dropped off like some more tree, and then he left. He went about his business. So I'm like, you okay, girl? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, I'm okay. We have another little heart-to-heart. She's talking crazy, being crazy. But I really did feel bad for the girl. Like, to love a man so much that you're willing to sell your body and give up your body just for him to turn around and say, you dirty, nasty, whatever, and treat you like trash. Sick world, baby. Sick world. I feel bad for her, but she was crazy and she did give me jealous vibes. And I was telling my friends and my family about it. Like, not my family, because I was telling my friends about it, and they're like, especially my best friend. She's like, girl, she might kill you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, shut up. I think after that, you know, it was just chill stuff, you know. It was nothing major. I can't remember. I think a few days right before I went home, that's when all the news had broke about Kobe in the helicopter. Like, I was in Las Vegas when that happened. Like, we sat there and we watched the news all day that day. Like, such a sad day. Rest in peace. But yeah, and I think 2 days after that, I went home, and I was supposed to just be going home for a little bit and coming back. That's what I told him. But I was scared. I was going to say anything to get by there and make him book that ticket. Finally get to go home. Mind y'all, let me go back. She kept telling me, oh yeah, I'm about to leave him. I can't do this anymore. Blah, blah, blah. He don't care about me. He don't love me. I'm like, yeah, you should. Like, there's so much more you can do out here. Like, I'm trying to encourage her and tell her, like, you don't need this man. Especially you going out there selling your body, making all this money. Why are you coming back to give it to this man? And then he's telling me, he's like, yeah, she just don't know I'm about to get rid of her. I got more girls, blah, blah, blah. They all in their own places. Like, he's bragging this stuff to me. I'm like, and you think what? What you think? What you think? She said it, and she tried to say he said it. She's like, oh yeah, when we went shopping, he was like, you need to be making some money because you're out here spending my money and the hard-earned money that I'm making, but you're not making none. I don't give a damn. And guess what? I kept spending that money. I kept spending that money. So, yeah, that is my story time about how I almost got trafficked in Vegas as an 18-year-old dummy. And right when I went home, y'all, that's when they shut down. Like literally, I went home in January. They shut down everything, like literally a few weeks later. And that's when we went into the pandemic. But yeah, I'm so happy like I left when I did. That was just God, because if I would have had to sit there through the pandemic, oh, I know I was definitely gonna be getting my tail beat and forced into them streets. So that's my video, guys. I hope you guys like it. If you do like it, please like, comment, tell me what you thought about it, and subscribe, of course, to your post notifications on so you can see when I post. Who wouldn't want to see this beautiful face? And there, love you, girl. My girl is always with me, so y'all say hi to her too. Bye-bye.